I am debt free, and money works for me. Money in my sleep, a magnet for prosperity. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I deserve the best because I grind, take my time so my wealth can last. I love what I do, and I know they love it too. And my millions gon' come, hands in the air. I'm number one, there's no stopping me now. I know my shot, sit down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free. Get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I get your money up, I get your money up. 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 I charge what I'm worth, cause I'm not a slave. Sold out to the grind, cause I work for me. And not just with my hands, I work with my mind. I'm working smart, not hard online, I'm monetized. No strings of income in my repertoire. That's cause I know what my money making gifts are. My ideas are dollars, and I can drink some more. Don't to your door, it's alright, I make a window. And when that money come, every dime I make, I don't spend it all. Yeah, I stack and save, got a hustle account, and it's in my name. High rate of return, so I can live my dream. And I pay my tithe, it don't belong to me. Make a lot or a little, won't curse my increase. Building an empire, and my hustle inspires. Paycheck to paycheck, man, that life is retired. I love what I do, and I know they love it too. And my millions gon' come, hands in the air. I'm number one, there's no stopping me now. I know my shot, it down. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free. Get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I get your money up, I get your money up. I get your money up. I got my money up, I got my money up. I get your money up. I got my money up, I got my money up. Get your money up. I got my money up, I got my money up. Get your money up. I got my money up, I got my money up. Get your money up.
Sorry, I was muted. No, it's not you, Giselle. You're correct. Thank you. Thanks. I saw the message come through. I was talking and my mic was muted, so y'all was not even hearing me. So, now watching the messages while I'm going through. Okay, let me let in some people. So, let me repeat myself. Welcome to Mindset Monday. Master the mind, multiply the results. And that is true. All right. Your goal is to master your mind. Your mind have a lot to do to play with your results in life. Okay? Let's make that co-host. All right. So rules. Interaction is mandatory. You all know we prefer cameras on. Why? It's to build your confidence in you, not me. Build you as a person and develop yourself and do whatever exercise that is important, not just here, but throughout your journey of learning in build your legacy here, right? So a quick check-in, we love to do this. Where's your mindset? Because the Mondays, how you start the week, I believe, is how you end your week. You must always pay attention to that, right? How you feel at the beginning of the week most times affects or adds to how your week ended, right? So let's do a check-in. How is your mindset today from 1 to 10 on this call? 8, 6, 7, 4. Abigail, why 4? Why 4, Abigail? 8. Donna, man. Donna at 8, man. Yeah, man, Donna. Donna plugs into most classes that she could. 7, 7. 10? All right. 6, 7. Nice, nice. All right. So your mindset have a lot to do, and you could adjust your mind to how you want it, even the way you're feeling. Your mind, your way you think affects your feelings. And if they're telling you that, once you work on that, your mind, do you think you can now change how you feel? How you approach things or how you're feeling? Yes. Many times. I mean, some of y'all will hear my story on many things, many obstacles that came into our life, and I had to change my mindset of how I think about it. So it's very important how you perceive, if I'm saying it right, perceive stuff or think about something, how you internalize it, it affects you. So sometimes when something you think is bad and you actually think about it in a different way, it comes across in a good way to you because of how you thought about it instead of thinking of it as a bad way. So for example, a lot of y'all, a lot of people are afraid of change. So instead of being like the masses of being afraid of change, why not embrace change every time it comes to you on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis? I'm so excited when change is happening because I know when change is happening, growth is happening. So I already excited about change. So if I tell you personally something in your life changing or change happening, it could be something good or bad. But because you might have in your mind, if change happening might be bad, it's how you think about it. You already put that word that comes to you, you have that feeling behind that word. So how you think about that word and make it change already in your mind before you even hear the word, you embrace the word instead of thinking the word is a bad word too. Right? So it's very important. Words impacts you a lot. So always, every time a word comes in, don't just try to put feelings or anything or think about it. Or I will say the feeling comes from your past, and that's because you attach something to that word or that word that brings up the feelings for you. So you have to let go of the past, let go of certain things, and that helps me personally every time I do something, right? Confidence comes from clarity. One strategy, one step, one setup, one win at a time. That brings, we are talking about also in trading. When you are more confident in anything that you're doing, you don't think you're more relaxed, you're not nervous, right? That is why we speak about building your confidence, putting on your cameras, building your confidence in you, building your confidence when you step out there, when you do something, right? So you need to always have that confidence in anything that you're doing. It even boils down to trading. It boils down to what you're doing here right now. So focus beats overwhelm. Build belief by narrowing your focus. What that means, a lot of us, especially as adults, we don't focus long enough on something to make it become successful instead of trying to start over every time. How much of y'all have been starting over many different journeys and sometimes you don't stay focused on one target till successful? Focus on that target so strong. So I remember going through the journey of, knowing that trading is a freedom tool. That's always my saying in my mind. Trading is a freedom tool. Even though I was feeling. But I was feeling forward. So I didn't embrace failing as a failure. We did this in a class before. Failing forward that's how you learn in your learning lessons. So you don't have to see the whole staircase. You just take the first step and everything else comes together. I believe big on that. I believe strongly on that. Sometimes you don't have every piece of puzzle, but you have to take each step and know once you know you're on the right path, you focus on simple tasks, simple things to complete. Simplicity builds confidence. So what I talking about simple? Look, simplicity builds confidence. A clear plan leads to calm, confidence decisions. Is that true? I believe so. And sometimes it's not really a clear plan because you never have a clear plan. You always should be adjusting in business, in life, and in personal growth. You should always becoming. Who are you becoming? I will not be the same person I am this year. I was not the same person I was last year. That is how growth and development happens, right? Simplicity creates space for consistency and focus. Simplicity is keeping it simple. Don't overcomplicate stuff. A lot of us overthink, and overthinking brings doubt. It brings what else? Somebody tell me. What else? What else? Confusion. What else it brings? Overthinking. And I think that's what a lot of people do in life. That is why they never even continue. Anxiety, right? The simpler your approach, the more confidence and in control you feel while even trading, right? Which is true. So some of us, even in the trading right now, you're overthinking it. And you on chapter 2, some of you are on chapter 1, and you want to be on chapter 5 and 6 and 8. You see what happens there? You're not even on chapter 5, 6, but you want to be there, but you're overthinking it, and then you're confusing yourself and you're mixing up everything. You need to stay. That's why I want my last class, stay in your lane. Know where you're at in your process, and that keeps you clear on what you're doing. I know my lane. I know where I'm at. I know what I'm doing, what I'm focusing on. So you need to know your lane. Know how clear are you, where you at in this process. So that is something I want everybody to be clear on. When you leave this call, I want you to know clearly where you reach, where you're at, and what is your next month to 2 months goal. If you don't have that down, you don't have your future plan already on your goals and things, small things you want to accomplish, you will never get ahead. You're not planning ahead. You're living day by day and you're living in your past. Focus on one strategy. Mastery comes from repetition. Repeating something over and over, doing something over and over. That is just like when I was doing karate. I had to do multiple, every time I come to class, they're making us do punch, kicks, warm up, do certain exercise. Many doing over katas over and over and over. And I was like, but I do this already. Why have to do it again? But every time I do it, I keep getting better and better. And it's the same thing with chatting. Some of y'all will say, you think you get good or you think you're good now, but do you know you still have more to learn? You still have more to master? And I'll talk about my advanced people right now. Because sometimes when you think you know it all, that is when your cup get too full and you're still not at it. You're not staying as a student. I'm telling you, in this industry, you need to stay as a student. You should always be learning and growing. That is why I know the community that we're creating here will foster growth and learn and development always. So if you want to keep growing and learning and know what are you adding to this community, how are you adding to the community? How are you contributing to the community? Or what are you doing that in the next 3 to 6 months, are you going to be a story to the community? Are you going to be somebody who's going to be an advanced student, add to people's lives? What are you really doing? I'm not just saying for the community, it could be for your household. It could be for anything that you're planning to do, right? Repetition builds confidence, speed, and persistence. Switching to too often keeps you stuck and at the starting line. Very important. I've seen people quit before their time. I've seen people give up before they even start. They think they start something, but they never even start anything. And that's the problem with a lot of us. We think I tried this, or I did do it, but did you actually do something? How much did you put out? What did you do? Some of y'all have not even accomplished some of the homeworks that you should be doing. Or some of y'all are rushing the process and you should be going back to certain parts of the process before you get to the next level. So focusing on one strategy helps you build deeper skills, faster results, and unshakable confidence. Repetition is the mother of all skills. I would say the mother of all skills, and that's true. Repetition. So know that you have to be doing repetition, especially in this field of what we are teaching you. Okay? So it's very important. Tracking your wins and your losses, celebrating your small wins to refine and refocus your belief. Your belief comes from you. And that is why I believe you always track the small wins and lessons. There's no failure here. Do you know when failure comes? Failure only comes when you give up. You quit. That's the only time failure comes. But in everything that you track grows. Tracking your process shows you how far you have come and not just how far to go. I want some people to talk about themselves right now on this call who have been in this journey with us more than 6 months. And we have been teaching you all, tracking your process, tracking your growth in what you have been doing. And did you see change? Exactly what we are talking about here. And are you seeing development and growth? Anybody who has been here longer than 6 months, growing with us, changing with us, developing, you could raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Anyone? Okay, Neil. Oh, yeah, Neil. Okay. Let me ask you to unmute. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
good night, everyone. Right. So I've been trying to stay plugged in. Right. I'm trying to see attend to all the classes and in person as well. And going through all the beginner stuff as well. Right. And I will learn. You think I know something, and then you will learn. You might learn from that session. I might learn one or two things. Like I was watching the trading view video that Rich did, right? So I learned a couple of things there. I learned how to use the magnet to set my weekly levels and stuff like that, previous weekly levels, to use the magnet, and I was using the magnet all the time,
Mm.
right? So I learned that. Session that we had on Saturday, he went over, and I wasn't too sure about the 5 minute zone, right? I missed that somehow, so I wasn't familiar with it. And he showed me that on the session Saturday, and I used that to trade today. And I won some money on that today because of that 5 minute zone on QQQ.
Okay.
So I've been learning, I've been, making my little progresses,
Mm.
and I'm looking at my little points.
Right. And I see the growth in you. I see the growth. You show up, you always come, you're always taking in notes, you're
Yeah.
always learning. And I will always recommend and always tell you, always stay as a student. I've always still today I'm always learning in this industry. And once you could, refine your craft, that's the most important thing, especially in this. Right?
Mhm.
Neil is portrayed in life. He is having his success. He's been trying to balance it with work and he's adjusted
Yeah.
and it's working out more and
So
more.
it's not everything good, it's ups and downs, but I pushing forward, and I really appreciate the mindset Mondays. It helps, right? And attending the in-person class, it helps, right? To get that motivation. That is one of my main reasons for going to the class. To get that motivation for the push me through to the week, through the week, and also to learn what are some of the basics and the advanced stuff. You're always living, learning something. You
Mm.
know.
Nice, nice. Thanks. Anybody else? Anybody else at all? Nobody else? Raise your hand or send a message. I don't know. Anybody want to come on? One more person? Icon? Shan? Icon Shan, I know the amount of growth you had. I mean, the ones who don't know Shan from the beginning to now?
Yeah, coach. Yes, yes, yes. I come a long way, and I'm still going.
Good.
I mean, wow, boy. I forever grateful. I swear to God, I'm forever grateful. Like, guys, I have started since November 2023, and my cup is not full. My cup will never be full. I love to learn, but I mean, having mentors, I mean, having individuals to guide me along my path. I mean, it gets emotional, but when I look at it and it challenges, just yesterday I was telling Coach, I was telling you, I just felt a type of way, and it's like every time you're seeing possibility, you're seeing it, tasting success, but then life is truly curveball, try to throw me down, but
Mm.
I have to be plugging in all that. I have to be plugging in. I would have. I mean, if I had just joined this opportunity for joining its sake and running down money, I think I might have fallen off the wagon because plugging in, my God, plugging in is very important. And I would not have been here to share, encourage people, let them know that the journey is like a roller coaster ride. But I love it because it really helped me mentally, physically, emotionally, like everything, my finances, every single thing that will bring you into the person that you have always dreamt of.
Mm.
This helps plugging in. Like I would not kid you. I would literally say like Kelly and Richard is the person responsible for where I am with myself meeting them on the half. They meet me, I meet myself, and I just own up to it, own up to it. And I can continue to push. And guys, if anybody wanna I mean, you're having your challenges and stuff like that. That's fine. You know, that's fine. You could just push through and continue to do what you have to do, and we will all be successful because I never thought it was possible for me until I'm seeing it now. And just today, Coach told me, Richard, he was like, life just has to give you everything because you already won. You're already winning. So it's just like time just has to prove itself now. And yeah, I mean, I'm so grateful, but that's just what I had to share tonight.
Thanks. And that's I mean, Shan goes through everybody goes through life. We have our ups and downs, right? And as soon as she was talking about her journey, especially in personal growth, because when she was just focusing on the money instead of growth, and that's why these classes are very important. A lot of us join something because we just want money. But do you know when you grow, your pocket grow? When you develop, things change. So growth starts from inside out. And that's why we put together these calls. And most of us don't have a business mindset. Do you know all companies go through pressure? And that's why when Marsha talk about pressure builds diamonds, because you never run a company, because some of you all never even you just work. And I'm not bringing on anybody work. Sorry, please don't take it away. I personally came out straight from school and I was the hustler in the relationship, right? But Richard saw when you have that hustle mindset, whether things are up or down. Guys, I had it so tough in my personal business. So I know even doing this for your personal self, this is like your personal business. You learning to trade on your own, you learning to go through this journey. This is your personal business. So if you don't acknowledge this as your personal business and say, oh, it's just something I want to do, learn an education, and you know what? Let's see what money can bring. Guys, you personally developing yourself in the financial market to make this a change that could take over your income. I don't know if that's what you want, but I knew that is what I wanted. Why other people doing it and why can I not do it? So you have to own this as your personal business. And the problem is when you never run your own personal business, you have to understand the things that's going to come to you to hit you every day, every week while you work in your personal business on the side and trying to still work for somebody. And it's no different while you're working home too. There's challenges will always come. So just embrace the challenges and it will not affect you, right? Every trader holds a lesson, wins and losses, both grows you, right? Acknowledging your process builds the confidence and momentum you need to keep going. What gets measures gets, I will say, growth. It will bring growth to you. So when you measure yourself, I've seen it many times. The small little things brings those growth in you. So I will say the most important thing is being consistent in anything that you choose to do in a long period of time. That's just like going to the gym. That's just like going to the gym. If you don't go to the gym and you don't be consistent, you think you're going to get the body you want? Or you're going to ask your husband or your wife or your significant other, go to the gym for me and bring the body back? So the problem is we don't have our moms and dads there to force us to do something because now we are adults. We are our mom and dad. You are your own adult. You have to take that responsibility. And when you don't want to get up like myself and go outside and start walking to get this extra weight I just put on. And I tell myself, and if I don't push myself, I ain't gonna get it done. And thank God my husband was pushing me too. To give me that first week because the start is be the hardest, right? So the start is be the hardest. And then to keep continuing is be the hardest. But when you get over those two hurdles, that is where the consistency comes to. And then it become part of you. But that part of getting over to start and keep going, that is where the part most of us quit. That is the part where most of us give up. So clarity limits second guessing. When you know your plan, you don't doubt yourself. That is why you should always have a 90-day game plan. Know what is your goals. I don't know if anybody have these things on their phone, reminders, right? Things to accomplish. That is why they put it there. How much of y'all are using those things, right? Just today, I get up myself, and procrastination is a killer. You keep procrastinating, you don't get nothing done, and days pass and weeks pass. I realized since I've launched Mentor Peak Consulting, I have been doing even more planning, less procrastination, and more running. And I've seen myself getting these small things accomplished. And that brings joy to me. I don't know about anybody else, but that's how I started my business. I had no idea where I was getting a location. But I took the bad into the good. And I didn't realize those are things I was doing. Now I could see it when I watch it. So I remember when I was selling out of my car, I'll just give a brief I will explain a little bit about what happened. So I was selling out of my vehicle, and at that time, you all know how Trinidadians love to rob people. So somebody actually tried to rob me with a gunpoint. I defend myself at that time, right? That's just repetition. Let me tell you, those things are repetition. It's in you. I did it for years. I'm sure it's still in me. But anyhow, that brought doubt to my mom, fear to my mom, many different things. My mom wanted me to give up and tell me to, why I don't continue the family business. But I knew I didn't want to just do that. I wanted more in life. So what I did, instead of having that fear and giving up, I found another way around. And I actually used that as my driving force to get to the next level. And that's what pushed me to open my business in Movietown, have a location, have a business, have links machine, had everything, had that running. And it was just a next step forward. Had my business registered, everything. But if that situation did not happen, and I didn't look at it from a standpoint of something good and what can I do instead of focusing on the bad, I will never push myself forward to the next level. And that is in life itself. So when something is happening to you, always try to find the good out of it, right? So a clear trading plan, reduce hesitation, and build trust in yourself. And it's in life too, not just trading. When you're clear on where you're heading, what you're doing for 2025, which 2026 is coming, what are you going to do the next 6 months, which we almost done 6 months, or the next 5 months now, soon? Time is just passing. What are you clear on and getting done? So when the end of the year, you could say, I'm going into 2026 with our next momentum. What you do now will impact your 2026. I'm telling you guys. When I told people we are launching something big in 2023, few people came on and gave up. Look, Icon Shed right now, still here. Still here, and few others. Right? And not just Icon Shed, but I'm showing you, staying consistent makes a difference. Knowing your rules, keeping your emotions down. Emotions are very important. It affects everything in your life. And taking control. Clarity turns confusion into confidence and I will say excitement. I am so excited, guys, for this journey for the next 6 months into 2020, into 2026, into 2027. I am not just thinking 6 months into next year, because I know the momentum and where we are planning and what we are doing, whether you are here or not. And I'm going to talk raw, because I've seen people come in last year and give up on their own dreams, and I've seen people come after them and succeeding. And then I've seen people who stay, and I've seen the growth. But growth only comes when you know exactly where you're heading in your future, not where you're at or where you pass. And that's how you get excited for your future and you keep pushing forward. Right? So, something Richard has always say about me. I'm the rough one. I'm the one who will talk it blunt to you. But I always believe some people need it blunt to get themselves out of where they're at. We talk about all where we're at and not where we're going. So on this call, you need to stop talking about where you're at. It's already happening. You cannot control whatever happened already. Let go of it and talk about where you're going. In the next 6 months, that's how you should be talking. Because now your goals, your plans, your future is becoming clearer and it's not blurry. Because now you are actually planning it out clearer to yourself. So when your plan is clear, oh good, I didn't even read this part. So when your plan is clear, your mind is calm and your decisions become confidence, right? That is so true. And you're not anxious. You're not uncertain. It's so true, guys. I'm living it, I'm telling you. Clarity is power. So let me step out to the way of greatness. And I always like to bring on my superstars, somebody who has always been, who just, adds to the team. And I love people in the community like this, right? Marsha, are you on?
I'm here, Kelly.
Nice, nice. You could take over, Marsha, and let them have it.
Kelly, thank you so much, guys. Kelly I was just taking it all in. Everything she said there is like you're speaking directly
Marsha,
to me.
kind of breaking up. You're breaking up.
Everything, everything.
Where we at?
To put in my 2 cents there, rock bottom place, right? I don't know if any of you know are you hearing me clearly? No? Well, remember I told you the internet is a little terrible because
Oh, I'm hearing you clearer
told you
now. We are hearing you clearer now. Go ahead.
okay, better. Okay,
Where
good.
we at? Stay
Guys,
where.
if you did not, some people say they're not hearing clearly. Okay. Clarity is power. So let's just go to the next slide and I'll share this with you. Now, it's also good to have some success stories, right? Now, sometimes the people we see as successful, we only see the shiny part of them, the gold medal, the success, the everything. Nice. I'm glad you're hearing now. Perfect, perfect. So let's keep going. Anybody here is a reader and they read like the Harry Potter series, right? The Harry Potter series was written by J.K. Rowling. But let me give
You're
you
Marsha, are you moving around?
story.
Are you
Because
moving,
people
Marsha?
see the win, people see the success, but let us talk about overnight success. Overnight success. Listen, she was on government aid for. That is not the best.
Are you hearing me, Marsha? I don't think we're hearing you again.
I'm hearing you, but I think my internet
Are you
totally
moving
is.
around or no? Are you in standstill?
No, my internet is
We hear you now.
not the best
I
tonight.
know.
Yeah,
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you
yeah.
clearly. Go ahead. Take your video off. Are your video on? Your video on, Marsha? Take your video off if it's on. All right, guys. So sometimes everything happens for a reason, right? Marsha has a story to tell on this. And I think I gave you guys enough of my energy just a little while ago, right? Marsha said it was sinking into her. And I believe that's why we put together these calls. You need to know, well, how can it add to your life? What are you doing? What can I change? What can I develop? Those things. That's why we put together these calls. So the next Mindset Monday, I want Marsha to talk about the story, these stories here. And we'll continue just to the end, right? And then we'll talk about, let's talk about what I was at the beginning. I was telling you guys, I want you all to do something. Let me see who remember. Who remember? I was telling you guys, I want you all to focus on something for the week. Anybody remember? Anybody who's paying attention? You all hear me clear, right? You all hear me clear? Yeah, the internet. Yeah. So Marsha, don't worry. We'll continue next Monday. We will continue because I want to hear the story too, right? Because nothing happens overnight, and I know about that. Everything takes time and long-term planning and goals. You will have your small wins and your big wins, but your big wins comes from your small wins and lessons, right? So your daily level during the week. Right. I in 2 months and short and long term. What's that, Giselle? You're in 2 months? Giselle, you in more than 2 months? Short and a long terms? You can raise your hand if you want to unmute. But anyhow, guys, so I want you all to be clear on what, she's asking to unmute. Let me stop the recording by the time. Go ahead, Giselle, you're unmuted.
Hi, good night. No.